Hey guys, how are you? It is Tuesday, and yesterday I got a special request last night from one of the people who checks in and views with me every day. So Samia, this one's for you, and I hope this helps. So I know that I haven't gotten a chance to go to Trader Joe's and do a haul because I'm actually planning for a trip. And I don't want to do a big haul right before I'm leaving on Sunday because I don't want the food to go to waste. But I always have Trader Joe's items and some other items that make my life a heck of a lot simpler, make my mornings so simple. And I'm taking full advantage of this spring break week because my kids were off again today. So I'm coming to you live from my kitchen again, and I've just prepped. You'll get to see that later. And as I start my morning, I always start with some water. So I started my morning already with seltzer. Now I'm having my, some call it the morning elixir. It's basically fresh lime juice, fresh slices of ginger, and steeped in hot water. Simple, really great. Fat burner, energy booster, detoxer, has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties, loads of vitamin C, so it's super duper helpful. Hi Guru, hi Nikki, how are you? So if you are not a morning coffee drinker, or if you kind of like teas, hi Farina, assalamu alaikum, enjoy Pakistan. This may be something that you want to try. You don't necessarily have to have it throughout the day, although I do sip at it throughout the day. So a boost of vitamin C with some fresh lime juice or lemon juice. I actually had half a really juicy lime. And I take slices of fresh ginger. You can grate it as well, but I like the slices because it just kind of keeps kind of steeping and releasing some of that flavor. Hi, Salam Sajida, how are you? So that's my morning elixir, and I actually kind of refill it with boiling water throughout the day, and I drink this because it's great for digestion. Ginger has great digestive properties, really helps your body kind of detox and flush as well. So a really great idea if you want to. I've actually fallen in love with seltzer. So I've been drinking seltzer all the time. So these are the little things about hydration that if you want to, hi Manu, if it might make your life a little bit easier to get a little bit extra water in, or kind of jazz up. Some people like carbonation, and that's why they lean towards soda. Seltzer's a great way. There are actually some seltzers that have a little bit of fruit extract or natural flavorings. I love La Croix. You just want to make sure that if you're drinking 3 liters of La Croix a day, you don't want to wear down the enamel from the carbonation, so drink that through a straw. But if you're using that as part of your water regimen, then go ahead and enjoy it because you don't have added calories, no added sugar. If you add in some fresh fruit, puree some fruit or something into that, then you add a few extra calories, but offset that by loads and loads of vitamins and antioxidants. So it's a great way to get started. But okay, you've been kind of seeing me. You've seen that. You've seen that. Pretty much every lunch I have has salad. Look at that big container of salad. This is like 3. How many cups? Oh, here's the cup size. This is like 4 cups of salad. Hey, Roughage, good for you. Keeps you really full, loaded with vitamins, low in calories. I jazzed it up a little bit. I actually added some beets and some dried craisins into it. This is actually, it looks really fancy, right? Super duper simple. Hi, Fatima, how are you? I happen to get this from Costco, but you can get it from Trader Joe's or any sort of variety that you want. Sweet kale, chopped salad. I've also done the cruciferous blend. I like the crunch. I want a salad that can hold itself up. So I do like romaine. I do like to throw in spinach. I do like arugula and watercress in there, but I love the crunch. So I do go for, adding in some cabbage and things like that. But I actually find it really therapeutic. Thanks. I find it really therapeutic to chop. Crazy, I know. But in the morning, I don't don't have the time to chop, and I'm not going to sit there and buy, heads and heads of cabbage and kale and this, and then put them into various bags and then be doing an experiment in the morning. It doesn't work for me. It can work for many people. I'm sharing what works for me because I have this kind of let's get up and let's go, and as little time as possible, because when I started, it took me a lot longer, and I had to come to this point where I can put together a day's worth of meals in about 10 minutes. And that includes my husband's breakfast wrap. You've heard me talk about this. So if you're the type of person who wants to chew your breakfast but needs it on the go, this is a great way. I take a roti, a whole wheat roti. I heat it up. I add a little bit of shredded cheese. I quickly mix together 2 eggs, a little bit of chili powder because we like a little bit of spice, and it's good for your digestion actually. Cooked in a little bit of coconut oil. I add some Nando's because if you're gonna have hot sauce, you want a good hot sauce. And some fresh spinach, and I roll that up, and that's his breakfast to go. Got some healthy carbs, you got your protein, you have a little bit of spice because that's the way you add flavor without calories, and you've got your greens. So it's a complete meal. I like to have my shake for my breakfast just because it actually holds me over for several hours, like 3-4 hours, and nutritionally it's like totally with it. So even though you don't see the greens in my breakfast, it's actually there in my shake, because it's about the equivalent of like 5 large healthy salads in my shake. Cool, right? Hi Sabra, hi Zainab. All right, so you don't have to be a superstar every morning. You can buy these, bagged salads. Obviously, you want to find a variety that's good for you, and you want to not buy like 10 bags of it because they will go bad, because real food goes bad, right? Okay. If it doesn't go bad, that means it's got a lot of preservatives, and I would actually stay away from it. Little tip. Okay. So I did this. I also wanted to share, okay. I will tell you, I don't usually roast beets or steam beets. I have, but I don't do it regularly, and they get really messy and they stain everything, and I'm a little bit of a klutz. Truth. So I get steamed baby beets. I've gotten this particular one, I think was from my local supermarket, but I get it from Trader Joe's. I think I've also seen it at Costco. So your local supermarket carries it. This is my supermarket that literally is like a 5-minute walk from my house. So steamed baby beets. And if you look at the ingredients, it should say beets. That's it. Nothing else. Okay, I happen to like beets. They're really great in iron. They're sweet. They give you that sweetness because that's a natural sweetness from the beets, without giving you, the extra calories. Lots and lots of fiber in there too. And if you are kind of a little bit low in your iron, this is a great source. So are those dark leafy greens. So don't go for iceberg, please, because honestly, it's water and fiber, a little bit of roughage. So it doesn't really give you nutrients because they've modified, granted it's not genetic, but they've bred a lettuce that's high in water content, can, be hardy in terms of growth, but really not nutritionally dense. So if we're going to take the time to eat these foods, let's make them really like power-packed punches for us, right? Okay. And then the other thing, super easy. Make your life simple, guys. I'm all about keeping it clean, keeping it simple, and keeping it easy and healthy. So those are the little tips that help me, and I guarantee at least, if you take away at least one tip, it's something beneficial. So I fulfilled my purpose for the day, right? I've helped at least one person make a healthier choice, and that's what we strive to do. That's what I do as a coach. That's what I do in my groups. We motivate and inspire each other, and we share tips. Cool. Okay. Steamed lentils, because if you're not steamed lentils. See, and if you look at the ingredients, so if you look at, a lot of people are worried about added salt and things like that. Okay, it does have salt in there because lentils are fairly bland, but you don't want to add lots of salt. So before you add any other seasonings, please taste it. I actually end up not adding extra salt when I, cook it. I've even used these to make curries. Okay, so it's super simple because sometimes I forget to soak my lentils overnight, my dry lentils. So these are easy, and in a pinch, they're great. So this has lentils, salt, and it has natural flavors. So I'm wondering actually they're herbs. But if you look at the sodium content, it's 10% of your day's sodium. It's not jam-packed with sodium. Would it be better for you to soak your own lentils and boil up a batch? Yes. But I will tell you quite honestly, I don't always do that. Truth. A lot of times because I forget at night. And lentils had scared me before. They don't scare me anymore. They're super good for you. So I use these. And you can get those. I think those are from Trader Joe's. They said Trader Joe's on there. Okay. When you're having your salad, you definitely want to have a really nice, clean taste. I actually love making my own vinaigrettes. I actually do a great vinaigrette with balsamic vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Hold on. And I'm going to show you a little, and I do a little cracked pepper, a little pinch of fresh salt. And then my other thing that I do, and this is my secret, okay? I add in Golden's mustard. It thickens it up, adds a whole lot of, adds the flavor of the mustard without overpowering it, and keeps it kind of held together, keeps it thicker. My son loves the balsamic, and I feel like a superstar because he will just love it. He actually requests it over the other store-bought dressings, and the only store-bought dressings I really do. In the past I would buy some other ones that were Greek yogurt based, but really since I found Trader Joe's and their dressing aisle, it's pretty much these two. The cranberry walnut gorgonzola, delish, and the Asian style spicy peanut vinaigrette. In the summertime when it's been mango season, they have a great mango vinaigrette. So the other thing I love about Trader Joe's is that it's perishable. You need to refrigerate it. It can't stay in the shelf non-refrigerated for months and months and months and months and months and months. You need to keep it. Real food goes bad. Real food needs to be consumed, within a certain time period, or needs to be refrigerated, guys. So, unless it's dried and in powdered form, like my shake is, because that's perishable too. Unless it's dried like that, it should be refrigerated or it should go bad. Simple tip, okay? So my balsamic vinaigrette in a pinch. The other vinaigrette I love, love, love to make is actually using lemons or limes, whatever you have on hand. Squeezing a whole lot of that with some extra virgin olive oil, also some spicy mustard, a little pinch of cracked pepper, a little bit of salt, and sometimes I add in some cumin and, shake that up. I literally put it in a jar or in a container and I just shake it up, and it's fabulous. Again, super clean, super simple. Minimal ingredients, packed with flavor, okay? I've been getting a lot of questions as to the yogurt that I use. So sometimes you'll see me doing, the individual serving yogurts if they happen to be on sale or if I've run out of my big container. I'm a big fan of Costco. Big fan, okay? Trader Joe's and Costco are two of my go-tos. And then my life got made really simple when there's a great grocery store that opened up just down, walking distance. And coming this summer, I'm going to have Stu Leonard's, literally. I could spit and I could be in that parking lot. So it's really great. But this is the Greek yogurt that I use. It's simple Greek yogurt, plain, non-fat. Simple. You know, I think for 2 of these containers, I pay like $4 something at Costco. Okay. Always go for plain, because you can you can flavor it up and sweeten it up. Sweeten it up with like a little bit of agave nectar or honey if you need to. Fresh fruits or frozen fruits, organic sliced mangoes. I have been on a mango kick, and I love this because they're great ripe mangoes, really super sweet. They're frozen. I literally cut them in half, these chunks. And I put them, so it's my yogurt parfait for the past few weeks, if you've seen, has been Greek yogurt, a scoop of chia seeds, and frozen mangoes. Simple. The frozen mangoes act as an ice pack in my lunchbox. Yay. The frozen mangoes, hi Lubna. The frozen mangoes thaw, releasing their natural juices, which then kind of add their water into the chia seeds, and we'll get that that gel like appearance, but that activates the fiber. Okay. And that sweetness of the mango, the plain yogurt, the chia seeds with its omega-3s, the healthy fats, the protein, all of that, the great fiber is a perfect, super satisfying, super filling, like sweet treat snack loaded with protein and fiber and no added sugar. See how I had no sugar in there whatsoever? When you use fresh fruits to sweeten your yogurt, you're not adding, it's like if you're buying the fruit on the bottom yogurt, it's like you're putting jam. And if you have ever cooked jam, you have to add, you have the fruits, but then you have to add a lot of sugar into it. Okay, so you're literally adding like tablespoons of sugar into your yogurt, where you could probably get that same sweetness with natural fruits. And if you need a little extra kick, because maybe you're not used to the taste of Greek yogurt, it's a little bit too tart for you, add like a teaspoon of honey. Super sweet, natural, and if you can do raw, you get all the benefits of the raw honey. And with like so many benefits without having the artificial sweeteners and like eliminating all the natural, the goodness of the God-made sugars. Okay. So I also get asked, I actually have pretty much, apart from Greek yogurt, which I have 1 serving a day, and I do love it, but I had kind of found that I needed to discover where my happy balance was in terms of dairy, because I could eat cheese and yogurt all day long. Yeah. But sometimes then when I have too much of it, my digestive tract doesn't feel so happy with me because we're not meant to have so much of animal protein, really. I am an omnivore. I don't claim to be vegan. I don't claim to be vegetarian, although I will say I do love veggies, and I will say that probably 70 to 80% of what I eat now is plant-based. 70% probably. Yeah. Okay. That's a happy balance. That's where my body's really happy, and I discovered that. I discovered that when I did my Ultimate Reset journey. So if you have questions about that, and if you're kind of trying to figure out, why do you feel so bloated and blah, and a little bit fatigued and stuff like that, a lot of it comes from the diet. So I had already kind of cleaned up a lot of what I ate, but your body goes through these little shifts every once in a while. So it's good to experiment. And this was a very structured food-based program that I did last summer, and I felt amazing. And I kind of just reset even my taste buds so that fruits become like super sweet, and they are like sweet desserts for me now. So really highly recommended. If you want info, message me and I can send you that. But also in terms of dairy, I do buy milk, My kids do drink milk, not a whole lot, because they could honestly, if they used to be able to polish off like a gallon, like have a few cups of milk a day, but they've kind of cut back also for the same reasons. But they do have milk, with their cookies or with their jugu cake or something like that. And I make tea with fresh milk, and I use skim milk. But I do that not that often, and I do that usually on the weekends, once on the weekend, Saturday and or Sunday. But during the week, and then I have my Greek yogurt, and that has live and active cultures in there too, so it offsets, and the protein, the digestion is a little bit different. But when it comes to my shakes, I've actually gone to making them with water. But if I go for a dairy, like I will today, it's either almond milk, unsweetened, or coconut milk, unsweetened. Because why am I going to add sugars to it, right? I don't need those calories. So I will actually make my shake very shortly. And then I did get asked about the freezer section at Trader Joe's. So there's a few go-tos that I have that I use as my healthy carbs, loaded with fibers and loaded with some natural goodness of veggies. And they're colorful. So when you think about color, and I'm not talking about food coloring and food dye, okay? I'm talking about naturally, like God created colors. Think of those as the more colorful the foods are naturally, the more loaded with, hi Sharon, the more loaded with vitamins and antioxidants and minerals it is for you. Okay, so you want to eat the rainbow, you want to eat the color. I'm not talking about Skittles, okay? That's artificial colors, and they have actually been produced in a lab, and some of them have been linked to cancer. So please eliminate those processed and man-made colors, because you don't need them. God put a whole lot of colorful things that grow naturally for us, okay? Yeah, taste the rainbow. So these are a few of my go-tos. I actually love quinoa. My husband's not a huge fan because they're smaller grains and he just doesn't like them. So when I make them, I don't make a big, huge batch. My daughter will have some quinoa here and there. My son, if it's in a salad or something like that. Listen, everybody's their taste. But I do find the other things that they will eat and that they do like, because it's great to be healthy and eat healthy as a family, okay? But I love this quinoa duo, especially for my desis and anybody who likes a little bit of curry, not spice, curry. And there is a lot of nutritional benefits in curry, because things like turmeric are natural detoxifying agents. They help your liver detoxify. They help your body eliminate all these processed things and purify our blood, right? So there's a reason for it. And there's a reason that we use these spices in Indian cooking. Ayurvedic medicine has that. The Western medicine and Western health system is only now starting to learn it, but we've known about it for ages. So don't, reinvent the wheel. Use it. So this actually has variety of quinoa. It has sweet potato. It has onion. It has salt, cumin, things like that. But it also has like zucchini and sweet potato, and I think that's about it. I'm trying to remember from the taste. Yeah, I think that's about it. But it's so hearty, so good, and it's pre-cooked. Yay! Frozen, so you just have to heat it up. Okay? All right. Another thing also I love, and this actually my husband loves too. My daughter, I think she does like it. Yeah. So it's called Melodious Blend. How very musical, right? Melodious Blend. So it actually has the green garbanzo beans, which I've never cooked before, but yummy. And it has lentils in there. It has red lentils and yellow lentils. It has bits of tomato. It has olive oil seasoning. And it's so good, guys. It's so good. Freezer section. Dude, it's great. And in terms of like sodium, because they do add a little bit of salt because they have cooked it, but sea salt is the last ingredient. Super important. The ingredients are cooked green lentils, cooked red lentils, cooked green garbanzo beans, tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, and sea salt. Again, clean. Read your labels, okay? And here's another one of my favorites. Salam Samina. I will post the replay so you can watch later, and you can hit up your Trader Joe's as well. Multi-grain blend with vegetables. Again, this actually, as it thaws, it doesn't need to be heated. I prefer it not heated, but you can heat it up. And this is, oh my gosh, so good. Barley, corn, whole rice, brown. It actually has like brown rice, and then it has the peas, corn, carrots. So good, guys. And it has a little bit of zucchini, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of onion. It does have salt. Again, super clean in terms of the ingredients, and it can just make your life so simple, so simple. All right. You want to know the price tag on these things? Okay, I don't remember off the top of my head, but they range from $3 to $4 per packet. That's it. You don't need to eat an entire bag. This lasts you a while, okay? Each one of these. So hit up your Trader Joe's. Show them a little bit of love, because they really take the time to get products that are clean, good for you, healthy, and make your life so much simpler. And they keep the cost down. So yay. All right. And basically, so my meals for today are going to be my shake in the morning, my morning elixir, we'll call it. And then I've got my, I did actually use the Ezekiel cereal. I have it packed just in case. It is portioned. Just in case I want a little crunch with my buffet. Okay. I have my salad, which you saw. I have a wild Alaskan salmon burger that I was dinner last night from my husband. A few of these patties along with a big salad. So I just cooked some extra patties, and there you go, my portion. I have an apple as a snack, and my shake today is gonna taste like a Bounty bar. Yep, that's right. Chocolate and coconut. Love it. So my coconut milk's going in, actually. I'm really excited about this shake. Really, very excited. Sorry. And this is the other thing. I also love the fact that they have at Trader Joe's like flaked coconut and things with no sugar added. I love their nut butters. Their peanut butters. They have almond butter. The logo goes a long way. They're healthy fats. Yes, when you look at the label, you'll be like, oh my God, so many calories from fat. But guys, it's just like a tablespoon. There we go. So good. So good. And if you have any questions, or if you have any additional things you want me to go over, just let me know, because I will gladly create a live episode or a morning prep session or something aimed at answering your questions. So today's session was inspired by Saima from Florida, who I have never had the pleasure of meeting, but we have created this friendship. So thank you, Saima, for asking about some of my staples, some of my grocery staples. So excited. Okay, super easy, right? There's my breakfast. I have to take a picture, because I do a picture of my prep for you guys, but also for my groups, so that they can know what's going on. So I've got to end this here, got to get to work, and I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found anything useful, share, tag me on when you implement one or more of these strategies, because I love to see, part of the reason that I do what I do is to help inspire others who may be struggling with healthy choices, to make those choices make life a little bit easier for them, and to see how they feel. And it's just my mission to keep paying it forward and help others along the same path. Yeah. So enjoy, have a wonderful day, and just take one thing implement one thing that you learned, okay? Get your water in, and we will talk later. Bye, guys.